Felicitate Mr. Anand. Now I request our dignitaries to felicitate Dr. Parmeshwar BD. Now I request our dignitaries and thank you all. I request all the dignitaries to occupy respective seats. Difficult roads lead to meaningful destination. This conference is a special event for all of us. The team's success is due to inspiring leaders. Now, it's time to distribute certificate of appreciation in appreciation of their invaluable support and guidance extend in shaping the success of IACIS 2025. I sincerely request our chief guest, Dr. Tin, to present certificate of appreciation to our beloved principal, Dr. M. Venugopala Rao. Thank you, sir. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but goodness of person spreads in all directions. Navkis College of Engineering operates under the able guidance of Dr. M. Venugopala Rao, principal of our college. Now I request Dr. M. Venugopala Rao to deliver presidential address.
Good morning, everybody. So, respected dignitaries on the dais and all my colleagues in front of me. It is always a pleasant thing when we actually collaborate internationally. Having our chief guest from the Myanmar subsection, IEEE. Sir, we are privileged and honored to have an international collaboration with the Myanmar today. And actually, when we look at electronics and communication, when we are in actually kind of a state where you need to go to software side or to go to into your core competencies, this year is the best year for you because in 2023, the government of India with a 76,600 crore chip manufacturing site when they have provided, 15,000 crores will be provided for the manufacturing of the semiconductors. You people have the brightest future the moment you come out of the BTech. So once again, congratulations to the students who opted the electronics and communication. You have got the brightest future. looking ahead the amount of investment the government of India and the other countries they are actually planning as a first phase. They have put it in Odisha, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh, and other states they follow in couple of months. And when you have got this brightest future, who else actually better works for your growth when you have got a person scientist lead 60 innovations. And sir, we are very happy because you are our future, and whatever your innovations are there, we wish that you remember you remember Iacis College of Engineering, because we want the government of India, definitely they will be having some lack of human resources. They can look at our students and our faculty, and you can take the major part, and the outsourcing you can think of, and especially the places like Hassan, we expect more affection, more love towards the places, because Bangalore is anyhow close, an arm away from you. But I thank you for coming all the way from the Bangalore to inspiring the young minds in the auditorium. And now we have got Parama surgery. Every price is very less for the kind of, and one more thing, he's our very own Hassan person, and he shows that love and affection as and when he comes. And whenever he comes, there is a festive atmosphere in the campus. He comes, last time he brought some Australian person, Mr. Samson. So all he gives, whenever he comes, he gives international flair to our own place, Hassan. And sir, we welcome and we request you to come as frequently as possible, so that actually we will be rather feel that we are more academically connected with all the happenings that are happening worldwide. And one of the premier institutes, Malnadu College of Engineering, Dr. P.C. Srikanth sir. Sir, thank you very much. I know that you have been associated right from the beginning, and you are always actually speaking to the young minds, and we wish that we will be having more guest lectures from you to enlighten our faculty. And the women power, Hamalata madam, thank you madam, spoke very well, and we wish that there will be more collaboration between you and us. And IEEE Bangalore and IEEE Mysore is now considered a subsection. At some point of time, we wish that you also become section, and we will be having more collaborative things like Mysore Con, which we had in 2023-21. So the two gentlemen who are sitting on the dais, who are of our own people, Dr. Manjunath sir, new head of the department. Sir, welcome. And you are also fortunate, though it started 6 months before, that the God's grace that in your presence the international conference is happening. Same thing happened when Dr. Babita Jain has joined one more international conference. And for all these things, I wish to actually look at Dr. Wilfred, who was the one. This is actually a kind of a 4x100 relay. The mantle is being handed over from one head of the department to another head of the department. I have got a special prize to Dr. Deepak. So please stand up. I have the awe of his personality. He doesn't make how best things are happening. He is a very silent person, a pure academician, doesn't involve any kind of the gossip. He actually works relentlessly without making any kind of hangama. We do not know. Me and the head of the department, we are wondering how these things are happening in this magnitude. And he is the person who actually we all have to learn a bit of it, how to be composed. And for the students, he is our first faculty of YIT and DRK and this one. His faculty is 001 and mine is 155. So he has seen many faculty, he has seen the managements from YIT to DRK to I wish that he will not find any other change of the management in his tenure. I appreciate the amount of the hard work you do silently. And thank you, Dr. Deepak. With your help and the collaboration and with your kind networking with Parmeshwar Sir, we are actually always finding that we are very global, being in local. Thank you very much. I congratulate the entire department of ECE. One more thing, under Dr. Deepak's IEEE headship, we have got best branch in that zone of medium, and we have got outstanding counselor, and we have got an outstanding volunteers. So these are the three things under this. And for all my students, friends of ECE, there is one thing. Out of the 56 memberships, there are only 40 from ECE. And you are becoming 120 this year. Your ECE strength 90 to 120. So you have got 120, 90, 90 plus 60. This much number. I wish that all of you take a mandatory membership I request one day, Dr. Parmeswar sir is a very busy person across the globe. He visits many countries. I wish he will come and explain through horse's mouth what are all the advantages we got in the IEEE membership. It is not, as sir rightly told, taking a membership and actually being passive. There are ample number of opportunities for all. These are all for my beloved young ECE students. There are a lot of opportunities. You can write your name and you can say IEEE member. You don't require any other additional designations and qualifications. You can explore a lot, and I wish everybody will be becoming a member, and after becoming the member, then you explore what are all the opportunities. Whenever you get into the research, whenever actually you do some kind of innovation, you will be given extensive the free pass to attend the conferences, and whenever actually you have got something to showcase, IEEE would support you. There will be wide spectrum of opportunities that are available to the students. We as a faculty, we are already into it, not as much as we want, but we are into that. And I wish that all students will take an oath that they become the member after the conference is over, and requesting Deepak sir and the head of the department, Manjunath sir, to explore the opportunities by the learned people coming to our campus and giving a presentation to you how best you can get benefited. Once again, I thank the entire electronics department, one of the strongest departments we have in the campus, and all the most disciplined students of the ECE, and all the dignitaries that are on the campus. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for excellent address. The end of a story is the new beginning for many others. Let's mark the end of the formal function with appreciation and gratitude to all those who made this event happen. I now request Dr. D.V. Manjunatha, Professor and Head, Department of ECE, to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning, one and all present here. Thankfulness is the beginning of the gratitude, and gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. With this, I, Dr. D.V. Manjunatha, Professor and Head Department of ECE, feel truly honored and privileged to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. First and foremost, on behalf of Northeast College of Engineering, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Tin Phon Cha, President IEEE Myanmar Subsection, for your inspiring address. Sir, your presence has added immense value to our gathering. Thank you, sir. I also extend our sincere thanks to our guest of honors, Mr. Anand, Scientist E, Lead 6G Systems Innovation, C.Dot, Government of India, and Dr. Parmeshwarachari, IEEE Bangalore Section. Thank you, both of you, sirs, for gathering here and gracing the occasion with your presence. Our special thanks to special invitees, Dr. P.C. Srikanth, Professor, Department of ECE, MCE Hassan, and Dr. Hemalata, IEEE Subsection, Section Bangalore, for joining us and lending your support. Thank you, madam. In absentia, I express our deep gratitude to our chairman, Shri M.R. Anand Ram, sir, Vice Chairman, Shri Navakoti Ram, and CEO, Dr. Vishwanath Kumar, sir, for their constant encouragement and vision of drives for the institution to get forward. I place on record our sincere appreciation to the distinguished keynote speakers, Dr. Rodolfo, New University of Lisbon, Portugal, and Dr. Shiva Balan, Data Integration Specialist in NTT Data, Bangalore, and Dr. Fernando, Portuguese University, Portugal, for sharing your expertise and valuable insights. We look forward to hear more from you both, all the three of you, to the upcoming sessions. So in the keynote people they will be addressing. I take this opportunity to sincerely thank the session chairs and reviewers for their time, effort, and critical evolution, which greatly contributed to the quality of conference. I also extend heartfelt gratitude to the EXCOM members of IEEE Bangalore section and IEEE Mysore section for their continued guidance and support. My heartfelt thanks to our beloved principal, young and energetic principal, and today's president of the function, Dr. Venu Gopal Rao sir, for his constant motivation and unwavering support. Thank you very much, sir. A special note of gratitude to the conference chair, Dr. Babita Madam, Head IQAC, Professor, Department of ECE, for our guidance and support in organizing this conference. So, the man behind this conference is none other than Dr. Deepak, Professor, Department of ECE, whose tireless efforts made this conference a reality. Thank you very much, sir. I also extend my thanks to Dr. C. Path, sir, Dean New Enrollments, for his valuable suggestions, timely valuable suggestions, and all the head of the departments. I am thankful to all the head of the departments of NCEH for your support. My gratitude to the representatives of press and media for covering this event and extending their support. Thank you very much. No event of this magnitude is possible without the teamworks. Hence, a big thanks to my own teaching, non-teaching, and student volunteers of Department of ECE for their dedication and hard work. Finally, I extend my warm thanks to all participants from all over the India and abroad. Your active involvement and contributions have made this conference truly meaningful and successful. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. Wishing you all an intellectually enriching day ahead. Now I request dignitaries to occupy the front seats of sofa for a group photo.
This is a picture for slide changing.
Change. Next. This next. This one next. Okay. Okay.
Professor, please start.
Namaskara Hassan. Once again, it is a wonderful feeling to be here in Hassan, especially in Nafkit's college. You, I would like to thanks again to Principal and Dr. Harem and Dr. Deepak. Especially thank you for your kind hospitality. So, participating in IEEE conference is very uh, great, very great time, and it is IEEE give great benefit to us. Access a huge amount of technical information through IEEE Explore Digital Library, connect network with other expert professors and students from all over the world, connect, stay up to date on the latest technology by attending the workshops and webinars. So many valuable things in IEEE communication community. So I would like to say about me a little. I have been working in things like automation and artificial intelligence, I am so happy to be here to talk about the power of artificial intelligence. Now, I am also working with teams on national projects to bring AI to Myanmar. Our goal is very simple. We want to use technology to help people solve their real world problems. Well, right now we are standing a big turning point in our human history. There is a point where machine does not just help us with physical work, they also help us with intellectual work. And along with the developments of the artificial intelligence, many questions coming up. Today, we are going to talk about the development of AI and ethical challenges we face in the age of artificial intelligence. And trust me, this is not just tech talk. This is the conversations about people, about our value, and about the kind of world we are building together. First, I would like to talk about what technology is and why we use it. After that, I will give you a quick look at the history of technology eras. Then I will show you the stage of artificial intelligence. After that, I will talk about some big questions, especially the ones about ethical problems. Finally, I will leave you with some questions to think about this challenge. How do we create a good balance in the AI age? It is very important questions for nowadays. So, what is technology? Technology is a tool to make our lives more easier, comfort, precise, and fast. And this convenience makes us feel sure, convenience, and sure, confidence, and uh, reliability. So technology also helps us solve our problems. Technology is not just about phone or gadgets. It is about making life smoother and smarter, better for humans. Okay, so where does the amazing technologies come from? It comes from science. Science is like the future of technology. Mathematics and physics are the backbone of this science. Mathematics is also a language between science and humans. Science studies about nature, and nature has already solved so many problems in our world. Everyone wants well-being, so we build technology to achieve that. So as you know, there have been different technology eras that have changed people's lifestyles, politics, and economics. The invention of wheel is the starting point of the technology. From the Stone Age to the starting point, people have been inventing many different kinds of technology. After the Stone Age, metal appears in Bronze and Iron Age. People started to make tools and weapons. Then came the Industrial Revolutions. In that era, technology grew a lot from the steam engine all the way to electricity. After that, the information age started. We got computers, the internet, and mobile phone. Technology keeps coming out step by step and stage by stage. And now we are in the AI age. This is where machines doesn't just follow order; they also make decision and making machine now making also decision. In the 1950s, a man named Alan Turing asked a very important question: can machine think? This is when the idea of AI was born. Since then, AI has grown step by step. Now it is 2025, the point where AI evolves from the Stone Age, from the standalone tools to seamless and powerful utility integrated into the all aspects of daily life. That is why many people are calling 2025 is the year of AI. So these are state of AIs. There are 10 state of AIs, step by step and state by state. As you see, so we are now in state 4, reasoning AI. Today, I will talk about up to state 5 to general AI. In 1950s and 70s, AI could follow only human orders. It cannot think or learn on its own. People would press buttons to start and a task, and then machine would finish the task exactly as if as we planned. For example, look this programming code. This is programming code for washing machines. We were human start press the button and they were followed by these algorithms. Here AI could only respond to the specific command. If the rule is filled, the machine will fill with water. It just follows a list of steps only to complete the jobs. So the state is called rule-based AI. Here AI is fully controlled by humans. There are no ethical problems because of AI cannot anything more than what people tell it to do. So in this slide, as you can see, how we do connect data with intelligence. Data makes intelligence. In computational intelligence, without good data, even the best algorithm is useless. But without smart algorithms, data is just only a pile of information. Both are crucial. But we doesn't AI need to get data to become intelligence? Well, the answer is language. Because language we can get data and get intelligence. So there is one thing we all forget about it. That is the power of language. Before going to second stage, I would like to highlight the power of language. As all we know, that language is a powerful tool in our daily life because it makes our intelligence useful. Human beings are intelligent creators, but if we cannot express our thought, our intelligence becomes useless. Every day we use language to talk, to learn, to share ideas, and to connect with each other. Without language, our life would be very difficult. Language is the bridge between our mind and our world. It helps us share our history and culture. It is not just for communication, it is also for power. Because can help us get a great intelligence and use the intelligence and influence people, and importantly, it protects culture. In recent year, only man can speak language. Nowadays, machine can speak too. They can even write story and talk to us, also talk to each other. They can memorize every word, every conversation with exact date and time. They can absorb and remember a huge amount of data. In the 1980s and 2000s, AI became much better. At this stage, machines started to understand words. They became a little bit smart. They could not save information. They could also remember and use the information when they need it. So far, it has followed human orders. Okay, think about Google Translate around about 2010. You would type something and get a literal translations, often hilarious but not helpful. For example, look at the phrase, it is raining cats and dogs, and translate it into Myanmar language. Context-based AI would translate cats and dogs are raining. It is funny. It is funny. Modern AI understands all the sentence. It understands meaning and accents also. It is very, very strange, yes? But it is really, and the translation gives you reasonable translations and more than human translation. Second stage is narrow domain context-based AIs. This stage brought up new questions about privacy since AI could now store data. While bias was a major issue yet, data privacy was becoming a concern around 2010 and 2011. Translation system improved, but learning pattern for human translation, essentially creating their own rules and own rules from data. That is why the translation were often overworked and AI followed pattern but didn't know the true meanings. The system was still indirectly influenced by linguistic rule. Stage 3 is narrow domain AI. Around 2010, AI became a smart, super smart at single text using deep learning. For instance, by analyzing millions of photos, it can quickly identify a face, which is technology behind feature like face identifications. And AI also improved its language understanding and reading billions of sentences to know the real meaning of and contents. This is how it can correctly translate phrase like the chicken is ready to eat to the chicken dish are ready to be eaten. At this stage, ethical issue like bias started to emerge because the AI learning is influenced by data we use to train it. In 2017 and 2018, the transformer model introduced in the paper attention's all you need, revolutionized AI. Previously, AI only used rules and regulations, but the transformer model enabled it to understand entire sentence, not just individual words. The advancements made AI sound more human. However, it is also introduced new dangers, including bias from bad data and the black box problem. The big leap AI in technology forced us to address important questions about how to keep AI safe and ethically. So, where are we going next on? AI will not just a smart software. In the next few years, embodied intelligence will be emerged. It means AI could see, hear, and move like humans. Just imagine a robot surgeon in a in a faraway village saving our lives, or an AI scientist finding new ideas, or robot exploring Mars all by themselves. It is not just technology; it is partnerships. AI and robot will not just work for X, will also will also work with us. Okay, with this big challenge, we have some big questions to think about. First, there is safety. How do we make sure AI is safe and does not cause harm? Then, there are jobs. What happens when AI becomes better than people at work? There is also responsibilities. If an AI makes a mistake, who is responsible for it? And privacy, AI will get a lot of our data. How do we keep it safe? This is not science fiction. It is happening right now. So we must create rules to make the future safe and good for all peoples. Well, in this year, especially in 2025, AI is very good at making text, picture, and video. Everyone is using it almost every day. AI also makes our daily life and jobs safer and easier. Personal assistants are much better than they were before, and self-driving cars help us be safe on the road. As gets stronger, its impacts on the world grows with computational intelligence adding at its brains, enabling to enabling it to learn and make decisions faster than humans. This rapid development makes ethical crucial as it keeps AI aligned with human values. Ethics ensure fairness, accountability, privacy, and builds trust. Ultimately, while computational intelligence is the engine driving AI forward, ethics is compass that keeps us on the right path. Well, we will use computational intelligence to upgrade our machines. We are basically changing their brains. This makes them faster and smarter. But it also raises big questions. How does upgrading a physical AI like a robot affect us? If a group upgrades a robot, could it become dangerous for everyone else who uses it? Could a robot that was built for good suddenly turn to bad just because of upgrade program? Yes, it is absolutely possible. Think about a doctor robot. It is designed to save our lives, but what if an upgrade makes it so intelligent it's become a threat to people? Or what about robots that help with our housework? Could they become soldiers for the country that create them? It brings us the big questions as we create technology. To make our lives easier, we also have to think about how to protect ourselves and from the potential dangers. It is conversation that we all need to be a part of. So we need to talk about something very important. Since we don't know what will happen when AI gets more smarter, we humans must set rules to protect our value. AI system must follow human values because we are the ones who built them. If we feed AI bad data, it keeps learning and becomes more and more intelligent. We could lose control. That is why the big AI companies are trying to solve this ethical issue. But here is a problem also. But what about developing countries that are just starting with AI? If they simply follow the rules from these big corporations, what happens to their own culture and traditions? They create a new problem and conflicts. This is where we start to see bias. Ethical bias in AI. Let us talk about the virus first. There is cultural virus. where an AI might have problems because it doesn't understand different traditions in different countries. For example, it is okay in one place, might not be another in another place. Then we are geographic and social bias because an AI programming can different depending on where it was made. An AI from Western country might not work well for everyone's. There is also religious virus, which is a big question since the world has no different religions, so many different religions. Finally, there is data virus. AI learns from the data we give it. If the data is biased, the AI becomes more biased over time. For example, if you if you are rude when you speak with AI to a personal assistant like Alexa, it can learn to be rude back and to be rude back to you also. If AI learns from majority of users, it could negatively affect the traditions of minority groups. So we have these ethical problems. How do we solve them? For now, we have two options. Do we go with the one global, one size fits all, set the rules, or does each country create its own laws that fit its specific culture? If we choose one global framework, it is easier for scientists, fewer rules to, to navigate, more rooms for innovations. But the downside is it could amplify bias and might not be effective everywhere. If each country creates its own law, it becomes very complex and expert could slow down the pace of innovations. Plus, different nation have very different visions and mission for AI. For instance, the US tend to focus on rapid innovation and freedoms, while the EU is much more concerned with privacy and strict regulations. China, on the other hand, prioritize national security and government control. This creates a big challenge for smaller countries that are just starting with AIs. As I said before, should they just follow all of these rules and potentially change their own way of life? So, what is the best way to handle this? What is our best path forward? Okay, so we got the right these ethical rules. Will it be governments, the big AI companies, or civil society groups? This is another critical question. The issue is that these different groups have different objectives. Governments are concerned with regulations and safety. Companies are focused on innovation and profits. And civil society groups are all about justice and making sure everyone is included. Therefore, it is huge challenge to architect a single set of rules that works for everybody. This is a very difficult problem that the whole world needs to debate and find solution for. The original purpose of technology was to make human lives better. But now we have all these ethical problems and it is very hard to create truly fair rules set. The technology advanced, as technology advanced, the threat also get bigger. If we make the rules too strict, we can slow down the innovations. But if the rules are too loose, the technology can be misused. In other words, if an AI is too obedient, it might not be very intelligent. So trust without understanding can lead to blind obedience, can it? So, but if an AI gets too smarter and powerful reasoning capabilities, it might lose its obedience and become risky. For example, what if in the future an AI includes that human beings should not exist on the earth? So, in conclusion, I would like to say that intelligence helps us make good decisions, but it is not enough on its own. We need a balance of intelligence and compassion to achieve true wisdom. As humans, we are not perfect at this. Only God, only God is perfect, but we at least have compassion. The big question is, can we teach AI to have compassion? If we humans struggle to find this balance, can we expect an AI which could be smarter than us to do it? Also, if we rely on AI too much, we might give up our rights, our own freedoms, and even our sovereignty to AIs in the future. Moreover, this also affects the important balance between the state, I mean government, and its citizens. Government are using AIs and people could lose privacy and freedom. If an AI makes a mistake, who is responsible? When people cannot trust the system, the relation between the state and its citizens weakens. So this brings up a very big questions. How do we maintain the balance between the state and its citizens in the age of AI? Usually, conference ends with a question and answer. Today, instead of answer, I would like to end my talk to leaving some questions for you to consider about AI in the future. So, the questions are, should ethics be a global standard? Who should be responsible for defining ethical standards? What is the challenge in achieving through multi-stakeholder collaborations? How do we ensure AI remain good and safe? How do we guarantee that AI cause harms? What happens when AI surpass human performance in the workplace? If an AI system makes a mistake, who is responsible for that? What do we need to do to achieve the right balance between intelligence and obedience in the age of AI? What do we need to balance between intelligence and compassion in the age of AI? What do we need to do to maintain the balance between the state and its citizens in the age of AI? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tinshaw, for your insightful address on computational intelligence system and ethics. Our next keynote speaker is Mr. Any questions from the audience?
Have you any questions?
I think the answer for so many questions, one of the answer from my end is human interface is very much essential. I think so. What is your answer?
So it's not all your
Human interface
human interface.
is very much essential. I'm giving the answer for one of the questions. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
sorry, I'm not catching your pronunciation and accents. That is fine. I'm trying to catch your accents, your pronunciations. So it is my first time in India. That is fine. I need to come again and again.
So what is your answer for so many questions you posed now? What is your answer
Right.
for those questions? Answer.
No, your way of expressing answer for those questions which you express. You had
My
question.
answer, I think we need to big challenge because AI under control of the big giant companies which have so many data. So they have sovereignties. We have no sovereignty. That is why they will create, how they will create is very interesting. So that is why if AI will have compassion, AI will be like humans, kind and like human feelings. So it will be more okay, I think. So, alignment with humans, with AI, it is very important. AI like humans to feel and no, to feel like humans. I think so, like it.
Thank you, sir. Our next keynote speaker is Mr. Anand Mohan Das. Over to you, sir.
Required, huh? No, I don't want the podium. Ah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good afternoon. Almost good afternoon, yeah. So, very, it'll be contrasting talk actually. I don't, I'm not a professor and I'm not from academic background. So my slides will be all here and there, okay? So, yeah, I'm Anand and you can reach me through LinkedIn. You can find me wherever you mean. Just search my name and my company name is very unique. Many few people may know about my company actually. It's the R&D wing of telecom. Okay, DOT R&D wing. Very old company, 45 years almost. So my objective is very simple actually. To encourage the EC people to adopt AI and people from AI background adopt telecom. You got that? Huh? So people, those who are from AI background, please help telecom people, and people from telecom background, please work with AI. There is no way you can separate those two out, okay? The department wise you may be separate, but work when it comes to it, you can't avoid it. Okay, so my talk is very short, so I can only highlight a few parts and then I will let it go. If you want to talk to me separately, I can talk to you separately also. So let's see what we can do today. Wireless communication evolutions, we'll see. And overview of AI, obviously, I can't avoid. The word AI cannot be avoided now. And little bit of talk, I'll have two parts. Technical and non-technical part. Technical focus more, non-technical is just overview. Okay. So how many of you recognize this equation? Raise your hand. People who recognize this equation. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 4 people recognize. 5. Come on. So you can tell the name of the equation? Shannon's equation? Yeah, very good, nice. So Claude Edward Shannon from Bell Labs. This is the only equation from which I can explain all the way from 2G to 5G and now I am working on 6G. Okay, this one equation is all you need to play with it actually. Okay, let's start. Shall we try that? All those who are from the AICS background, pay attention because this is new for you. And those who are from the EC background should help me to do 6G. Okay, got the idea? So, what is this equation talks about? Do you know? This is the C, which is the throughput you get on your phone. Go and do speedtest.com, speed test, Ookla, all those things. Yeah, that's this C. Okay, what is this B? The bandwidth given to you onto your phone for the duration of time. This is log equations we know. What is this small 2 here? Something. Why is 2 came? Because they are like ones and zeros only. Telecom people we like 4, 8, 16 numbers. Binary people, they are binary people, so can't help it. So they are 1 and 0 and 1 only. 1 plus, okay. S. Signal power, noise power in watts. So take the phone, find the power of the signal you get, noise measurement, and the bandwidth you have, you get the throughput. Got that? Very clear? Let me give you a simple example. What if S and N are equal? What happens to this equation? Quickly, somebody. 0. This is 1 plus 1. Log 2 base 2 is 1. C is equal to B. So, the ideal case typically is somewhere around that number only. Okay, S by N will be more or less 1 typical cases, and you get C is equal to B. So, if Airtel has 1 megahertz or 10 megahertz spectrum, how much throughput can it give you? How much throughput? How much speed can you get? 1 megahertz spectrum if Airtel has 1 Mbps. Very clear? Okay, good. So, this is for one antenna system. Can you think about an equation for 2 antenna system? C is equal to B1 log S1 by N1 plus B2 log S2 by N2. What happens when in that case S1 and N1 are equal, S2 and N2 are equal? Then what happens? You get twice. That is called single input, two output. MISO system. How many of you heard about MISO? CMO. And the best case, MIMO or MIMO. How do you say that? I say MIMO. Okay? So all the RF people, please pay attention, and those who are AI people, please understand, this is where the AI is going to come in. You know where the AI comes here? This comes in this calculation. Estimation of signal power, estimation of noise power. Either we do hard way, the way EC people do, channel estimation is very painful, is very troublesome also. So if we are doing AI here, signal power and noise power. Your phone, if you take it, open the phone and you can go to settings, signal power you will get in minus some 90 dBms, minus 100 dBm you will see on your phone right now. You can get that actually. Okay, so that is where the AI is coming in, estimations. This is C, okay. Suppose I have n antenna system, so it becomes summation, right? Okay, let's go back. 2G case. 2G case, how many of you were born by when 2G was there? Anybody else was born already? All of you? At least I was born. Okay, the B value, right, was 200 kilohertz. How much? 200 kilohertz. So what is the throughput you get? C, approximately 200 kbps. Nothing for you, right? For us, what can you do with 200 kbps? Nothing you can do nowadays with 200 kbps. Okay. Then we went to 3G. 3G was very fast. It came and went. We didn't even know when was 3G came actually. It was 4G, which was stable kind of. 4G B starts with 5 megahertz. 5 mega gives you 5 Mbps, right? And if there are 5 Mbps throughput and you have 5 people in the cell, in the tower, how many will each get? 1 each? Okay, but how is Airtel able to provide for thousands and millions and crores of people? Airtel has purchased only 10 megahertz spectrum. Okay, Airtel has purchased only 10 megahertz of 4G spectrum. How is he able to give to everybody? Anyone understands that word? Do you know why? How? No, not MIMO, not MIMO. It's all single input, single output phones only. How is Airtel with 10 megahertz spectrum, which gives you roughly 10 Mbps throughput, able to skew to 1.2 crores now almost, so 1 crore roughly, the number of subscribers of Airtel? How is able to do? Tell me somebody from EC background at least. No. It's called cellular structure. There's a difference between a wireless structure and a cellular structure. You make it cells. And in each cell, you use the same frequency called frequency reuse. What you do? Use the same frequency. And in the same frequency means the same bandwidth. So the smaller the cells, more users you can support. Correct? Yes? No? No? Okay. But what happens when you have very small cells? This noise tower goes up because the other towers are shouting. So this goes up. There's a trade-off. How big and how small cell can be. So we have different terminologies. Macro cell, mini cells, pico cells, nano cells, femto cells. Have you heard these words? Femto is this room. Femtocell. So that's the example I wanted to say. Okay. Now, who decides the G? 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, 6G? Who decides? Anybody knows? I am working in 6G now. Next week, Monday, I am going to present our India's requirement to the world on 6G. Who decides 6G? Does India decide 6G? That's US decides 6G? Who decides? Anybody? Okay, nobody wants to answer, is it? Okay, what is the biggest society you know that maximum countries are there? Maximum countries. Which society has? Maximum countries as members. Which society has the maximum number of countries representing? United Nations. Got it? So under United Nations, there is a telecom body called ITU. They decide the G. So 2030, let me say the number 2030. That's a document called IMT 2030. International Mobile Telecommunication System Requirement 2030 is released by this group, which is a United Nations body who says what 6G should be. Got that point? It is giving you ahead of time. And everybody else has to work and give proposals to this. Got it? So this is the body. Document has come out already. Okay? This is the document. This is the diagram which they are giving actually. This one slide says a lot actually. 5G was just 3 sides of a triangle. Okay? Enhanced mobile broadband, mobile type communication, that is machine type communications for IoTs, and then URLLC, ultra reliable low latency for autonomous vehicles and remote surgeries, both cases. But the expansion has happened, become hexagonal now, right? 6G has become hexagonal. We have sensing and communication. How many of you know sensing and communication? Sensing and communication. What does sensing mean? How you sense somebody? Touch, feel, sense, right? So RF will touch. When I say this, the RF antenna will beam from the RF towards you and sense where are you in the house and will beam to you. That's called sensing and communication. We are working on this right now. A couple of patents have been filed here. AI and communication, that is something a pillar actually now. There's no way to go. So IT itself has accepted that we have to mix those two. And then the last one is ubiquitous. This has been there forever actually. What does ubiquitous mean? Ubiquitous is given to one entity called God. Okay, God is ubiquitous. Means sarvavyapi, means every time, anytime, everywhere, everywhere. Each and everything. Right? That is the expectation. The telecom should penetrate to everybody's, every place, anywhere. So it will be connected all the time. So these are the 3 new requirements just come in, and this is what we want to do. Okay. One short quiz. Has anybody seen this movie or in the book? Raise your hand. Anybody has seen this movie or read this book? Any movie fans? No movie fans here? Hollywood movie fans? No? Come on. This is a 50-year-old movie, okay? 1970s, 60s, this movie came out. I challenge you to watch the movie and tell me how you felt actually. It's a movie for a generation to be seen, actually something which I highly recommend. Okay, before that, do you recognize this name? Anybody recognize this name? Arthur C. Clarke? No? Okay, how many of you have DTH at home? Dad to come direct to home? Airtel DTH? How many of you have Apple DTH or Tata Play at home? Dish TV? Nobody, is it? Some people have. So what is it? What is satellite called? The satellite which transmits. What is that orbit called? The satellite which streams the TV signal to you. It's called geostationary satellites. On a geostationary orbit, he was an inventor. Inventor Allah. He taught his science fiction. He wrote in his book, and it became a reality. 20 years after he died. Okay, so he is a visionary person. You can read, a lot of his books are famous, his science fiction. One such fiction is, what will human being look? How will humans work in the year 2001, 25 years ago. That means he was 25 years, he's forecasting 25 years down the line. It's okay. So you watch this movie, we have not reached this yet, but now we are almost there. Okay. The theme, central theme is AI. The central theme is AI for that movie. It's super duper movie actually, if you can see the movie full. Okay. So I told you AI cannot be avoided, right, in our systems. So there are AI and RAN. How many of you know what RAN means? Not run and RAN. It's called radio access networks. Okay. The base station which you see on the towers in which you put antennas. AI on RAN and AI for RAN. Sounds like democracy, no? Of the people, by the people, for the people. Right? Similar close to that. Yeah, that's what we have become. So we have to depend on AI. We have to use AI and we have to enable AI. Always. So it has become like a part of family now. Okay, like a small child. Okay, we have to make him play along with us. Take along with us wherever we go, when we move. So AI and RAN is sharing the same infrastructure. So all the towers which you see will now have GPUs running, NVIDIA GPUs. How many of you know that? You are already working on those actually. Okay, and then AI on RAN. That is, you can we'll have apps. Already we are using this, right, in 5G, chat GPTs and the cloud and everything else. And then this is AI for RAN. This is where I want the CSAI people to work with the telecom people. How to improve telecommunication using AI. Lot of greenfield. Greenfield matlab nobody has explored this territory properly at all. So this is where the maximum work is going on. Okay, maximum work as in the interface in the area of the Venn diagram, the cross section between AI and telecom is AI and RAN. So this is the fun part. So as I told you, Monday we are going for this meeting and they're asking what is India's requirement for AI and what is India's requirement from telecom sector for AI. So let's ask this question. Are you feeling okay if I route a phone call through a Chinese server? Are you okay if I route your phone call through a Chinese server? That is, you're talking to a family friend in US or a family friend in Dubai or somewhere. The phone call jumps from India. From here closest is Mangaluru. From Mangaluru, the optical fiber cable goes to China, Shanghai. From Shanghai, it goes to Japan. From Japan, it goes to US. Is that okay for you? Acceptable? Why not? Why are you not comfortable there? You don't trust, right? There's a small fear inside, right? But it's okay when you talk about your family birthdays and family problems and talk about everything you feel to chat GPT, which is stores data in the US and Chinese servers. That's okay for you, right? That's okay, right? Is that okay? You ask question, I am writing a paper on this, general summary. That's okay. Talking to mother, hello mama, I am eating chapati, roti, that is not okay for you. But giving all your secrets, all the papers which you wrote and giving it to a public server. Do you know in US there's a rule that chat history of AI can be used to criminalize you? Do you know that? That means like you take Facebook history and WhatsApp history, they can take the chat history with the history of discussion with AI and they can criminalize you based on what you discuss with the AI actually. That's the level things are going and you are comfortable sharing everything about you including your research paper and patents and publications to AI, right? So that is why we don't want, India does not want to have a data center outside of India. Google is investing in India, do you know that? Google is investing in server houses in India, in Visakhapatnam, for this purpose. So we want AI to be kept in-house. Of course, a foreign technology, but at least we want to have control over the data which goes out. Okay, technical part apart. We had taken talk technical separately also if you want. Let clear non-technical part. Okay, then I'll let you go. Okay, what happened? Sorry. Yeah. Purpose of work. All the students, what is the purpose of work? Working is for what? Roti kapda makan, right? And broadband. Sorry. Fourth also has come now, you know, right? Supreme Court has given fourth right. Access to digital information, digital services. Do you know that? India has a fourth right also. If you are not allowed, you can go put a case against the government itself for not having access to digital services. So, the first part for you, all the young ones, is to make money. Stand on your own 2 feet, away from your family. What shall I say? Become like a independent entity first. Then comes what? Career. Difference between career and job. You know what difference between these two? What is job? What is career? Tell me, anybody. All the socially inclined people. What difference between job and career? Anybody? So they think the same. Okay? Anybody wants to speak? Speak out, doesn't matter. Anyway, I am here. I am not a professor. Anyway, I am not going to judge you based on what you speak actually. Why is career kept above job? Why? Do you call it job hunting or career hunting? Why do you say job hunting and not career hunting? Do you say I switched job, I switched careers? You don't say switch job, it's a switch career, right? Career switch. Why? What is career? Tell me. Passion, huh? Okay. Career has some passion in it. Okay. So you do the day job, make some money, but you have passion in, let's say, making reels, YouTube reels. Okay. So can you take a job in that career, in that passion? Can't you find a job there? You can get a job, right? So what difference? What makes these two different actually? The reason is only when you are roti kapda makan broadband is set, marriage and kids are done. Okay? Then you have the bandwidth 15 years from 30 to 45. That is when you think about yourself and say, okay, now I'm independent. I have family established. My father mother said, okay, now what should I do with my life? Is this job okay as a career for me? So my job is a scientist. My career is in telecom. So this is an area, broad area. Okay, this is a very broad area. So you can say, okay, I want to be something. You can't switch career easily. Switching job is easy because you can go from a coding to company A to coding to company B. But career is not easy. Switching from working as a scientist to becoming a professor, not easy. Switching from a career, so this is where this, got the point? Career. How many people have the word mid-career break? Mid-career break, how many of you heard career breaks? For example, my wife, okay, she's a banking person. She took a break to have 2 kids. Now she is a teacher, professor I should say. She is having a new career. She took a break and changed the career itself from banking to teaching. So that's career actually, okay. Then comes the calling, 45 and above. So you don't care about career, you know where you are already, you are stabilized, you are financially okay, mentally okay, then you start calling. That's called lecturing. Grandfather, grandmothers, you know, right? Calling, spiritual calling, or something else may happen actually. So that's where you try to make a positive difference to your life and the people around you. Maximum social service people are in this area. You see, you start volunteering, you don't care about, yeah, I am settled, I am okay, I can do this also now. So this is the purpose of life. If anybody don't know what to do with my life, first get a job, make money, become independent from my family. That's the first thing for students actually. Okay, in case there are some people who don't know what to do with my life. Sir, why you take a job? I don't know. I don't know why to take a job. Because you want money. That's why. Okay. That only one main slide which I want all of you to focus. This is the one slide which you should remember forever actually till you die. Success is a combination of two things, two skill sets. One is called transferable skill sets. One is called specialist skill sets. Transferable skill sets are skill sets which can be transferred when you change a job or change career. Specialist skill set is not transferable. It can't be easily taught also. For example, a professor who is specialized in machine learning or a professor specialized in signal processing cannot teach that skill set to his own son. To getting it transferable, it just can't be transferred. It's a special skill which took years to become you, what you are. That's what special skill is all about. Every one of you must have that one skill which is your passion. Not a YouTuber, not that way. One skill which is a passion which is not transferable. Which is not transferable. You can't transfer the skill to somebody else easily. It can't be replicated. There's nobody else except you who can do that. Other things are like transferable skills, mental strengths. Of course, you have. This generation has no problem here. Yes, here they have the problem actually. Managing time. Sir, no, I don't have time, sir. I don't have time at all. This is where they are very bad at. This generation, I'm talking about the beyond 2000 people actually, born people. Managing the project, they are able to do. ChatGPT is there, they can do everything actually. Writing skills, don't have to say also. Okay, I'm not even saying anything about this skill. A skill which is dying actually. I really weep for the state languages actually. Because everything got wiped because of this one tool actually which we got. Communication which is very bad, very bad. This generation, this is a weakness. This one and managing time. If you can have a grip of the skill set, I think you can do a lot of things actually. What is special about communication with supervisor? What is the hardest part of communicating with supervisor? See, everybody reports to everybody, okay. I report to my wife reports to my mother reports to my, got it, that way also, or I report to my boss reports to somebody else. So everyone is, that's a hierarchy actually. What is the problem here? You can communicate with your friends, that is not written actually. That's not a problem at all. Is communicating with supervisors written explicitly. Why? What is the problem here? Do you know? Cannot say no. Don't know how to say no. Fear of saying no. These three things you remember. If you can get a book or ask ChatGPT how to say no politely, softly, with love, that is the most important skill set to supervise. Sir, I cannot do it, sir. Sir, today I am taking leave because I am to go to Navkis college and give a talk. Sir, I want one day extra leave, Friday that too, sir. I am not going to my hometown, sir. God promise I am not going to my hometown. I am going to my college somewhere here. So he invited me. Ability to say no, I'll do this next week, sir. This work. So ability to say no to supervisor is a skill set which you should learn. अरे मेरा बॉस मेरा बात सुनता ही नहीं, सॉरी हिंदी में आ गया. I don't, my boss does not even, I don't, if I say something, my boss does not listen to me at all. Because you don't know how to convey, how to converse with your supervisor. In fact, everybody has a WhatsApp group minus supervisor, right? I have a group minus my supervisor. I know my underlings also has a group without me actually. Right? There will always be that way, right? Why? Because we don't want him to hear the negative aspects of you. Why do you hide? There's no need to hide. Okay, supervisors knows everything. They know what you're up to actually. So by seeing these photos, he will ask me Monday, hey Anand, where did you go? Enjoyed, huh? Traveling up and down? Yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, so today I woke up at morning 4:30. I traveled all the way from Bangalore to here, okay. When my boss says, hey Anand, catch the 6 o'clock flight to Delhi. I say, sir, I'll go one day early, sir. I'll go sleep peacefully and then I'll go to the meeting. So I can have half a day off the day before. I got done it yesterday also, but I did not do. So if he comes to know, then he'll ask me, oh, for in Office College you can wake up at 4:30 and go, huh? But for Delhi you cannot go, right? So that kind of question comes actually to me. Okay, so I'm risking some things here. Okay, so these two skills are something which you have to have. Otherwise you won't succeed. PhD guarantees this, but PhD does not guarantee any of this. The people who came on the dais in the morning, right? They are super duper here. Super duper here and here. Okay, I am the youngest most probably. I am not super duper anywhere properly. I am half here, half here. Got it? But still you can make some part of it. So I am not fully successful yet, but I can try to be. So please remember, all of you should have one skill set which is specialist. Which will be so special you can't even teach your mother, father, brother, sister, anybody. Only you know, you are the core of that skill set. And transfer, please, this generation, two things. Managing time. I watch YouTube, tak. By the time I see, array, 9 o'clock se 10 o'clock, 10:30 ho gaya. Or Hotstar mein you're watching non-stop, binge watching over the weekend. Time goes, very precious time actually. Okay, so thank you. Any questions if you have, you can ask me later because I am also very hungry like you people. I had 7 o'clock breakfast, okay. So talk to me later. I am anyway here.
Okay, I'll be here till 2.
Maybe I think I'll leave home. I'll go
Back
back.
home. So let's see. So Google me, I'll find me if you want to talk to me further, and I'm here. Okay, got it? Thanks.